Hi everyone, welcome to Storytel's podcast, Ear People. Storytel is a leading audiobook and ebook streaming service and offers unlimited listening and reading of close to 1 lakh titles in India. You can download Storytel and enjoy unlimited stories on the go, anywhere and anytime. And I'm your host, Rukin. Today we have an extremely special guest on this show. I've literally been obsessed with her investigative journalism ever since I first came across her piece on R.K. Pachori. We have Nikita Saxena on the show today. Hi, Nikita.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
Not at all. I feel like the pleasure is ours, so thank you. So Nikita, of course, as I've explained and most people will know, is a journalist. And she confessed that a large part of her reading now is purpose-based, right? Perhaps it's something that helps her be a better journalist, if I'm not wrong.
A lot of it overlaps with my interests, so it feels like a lot of it is purpose-based. I'm not quite sure about what kind of purpose. Sometimes the purpose may just be that I need to escape from work for a bit or not think about work, but a lot of the interest tends to overlap with stuff that would help me journalistically as well.
So as a reference to everyone listening, I wanted to bring on Nikita on the show to talk a lot about feminist literature, because every time I've met her, we'll talk about something and I'll be like, oh, I love that piece, and she's gonna bring her own point of view and she's gonna be like, that was fairly casteist, they didn't consider this aspect of it. And I always find myself being like, oh my God, she knows so much. I should definitely bring her on as an expert.
Not true.
But she said that she doesn't want to be seen as an expert in particular. So we will like to focus the show on the kind of books that she's enjoyed reading and what she gets out of them. And I'm very happy to report, in general, she's mostly going to be discussing female authors and the kind of lens that she thinks that they bring in to a lot of the literature that she reads. So tell us, how did you get into reading to begin with?
So I think a lot of my reading came from the fact that I was getting books from my parents, which were parts of their collection as children. So a lot of my reading has been Enid Blyton. I still have a collection of the Faraway Trees that I go back to from time to time for bedtime reading. I love Silky and I love the thought of people tart and I love all the food that comes with reading an Enid Blyton book. So initially it was, if I remember correctly, my mum would ration out a book or two to me, and that's how I got into Mallory Tars and St. Clair's and all of the things that come with, being attracted to Enid Blyton books. At some point, I think I started moving into other books that my parents owned, which happened fairly quickly.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?